Hello everybody, we're going to have a bonus tour. Looks like we're live. Just get some things here. Welcome to East Road, Knox Marcellus. I'm going to try to see the stork tonight. I've already seen it, best I've seen it to this point, so I decided to go live as soon as I can get some things to cooperate here. Pardon me? It did move? Well, is it continuing left?
It flew.
Oh, it flew?
You see the tree that has now 4 pieces
In it? Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you drop down with your scope and go to the right, he's feeding to the right.
Okay, thank you.
From there.
I'm streaming now, just so you know. Or at least I think I am. Oh, there he is. Or it is, I should say. Gotta adjust my scope again. Okay, everybody, welcome to East Road. We're looking at a wood stork, a rarity for the area. Hoping that you're all tuned in. I didn't expect to do this tonight. Sorry about the shakiness, but we're looking over it. Long magnification, long distances tonight, and the breeze has just picked up. I'm going to darken it just a bit, maybe get some of that haze out. So tonight I've seen, just so you know everybody, we're watching a wood stork right now, a rarity for New York State. And there's a Roseate Spoonbill here as well, and we'll try to find that and connect with that shortly. I've seen the stork a couple of times already on prior dates. Oh, behind it there's a black-crowned night heron. Just gonna have a short tour tonight. I don't even know if anyone's tuned in. Check in a moment. Hi everybody. Short tour. Sorry about the shakiness, everybody. That's a result of the magnification and the breeze. So anyway, if you're just tuning in, we're watching a wood stork. It's a funny sounding jet. Not sure where the spoonbill is at the moment. So right now we have the wood stork in view, and there's a black-crowned night heron at center, and then great blue heron right there. We also have many other birds. There are great egrets, like didn't capture that as well as I would have liked. I'm not on my usual tripod. I'm going to try to find the spoonbill if I can. We also have Sandhill Cranes here tonight, and Canada geese, mallards. No one has seen yet tonight any black-bellied whistling ducks, so I don't believe anyone has seen them, or at least no one has said anything. And people have been looking, so I certainly haven't seen one. Let's look around a little bit. Various shorebirds, including, I'm not sure if it's greater or lesser yellowlegs or both. I have seen the spoonbill, the roseate spoonbill earlier, but I don't know where it is at the moment. Numerous shorebirds. There's some cranes right now. Earlier they were in flight, they were just beautiful, the cranes. Now we're dealing with long distances and sunshine, but it's late day sunshine, so it's not quite as bad as that punishing light where we often have when we're here earlier in the day. I'd like to see the spoonbill if I could, if I can find it. As I said, I have seen it already today. There's the stork. The setup I'm using right now is meant for, long distances, so it's not ideal for watching birds in flight as far as I'm concerned. And again, I'm not sure where the spoonbill is. Saw it on a couple occasions tonight, but I have been watching the stork. Let's see if we can go back to the stork, I guess. If we can find it. Actually, I think I'm looking too far. We've got actually a couple of trees that might be in the way sometimes. Oh, there's a stork walking, and that tree closer will be in the way shortly if the stork continues along that path, that trajectory. So let's move everything and see if we can get that tree out of the way. I almost didn't make this trip tonight. Kind of a last-minute decision. Just heard an American crow. I hope it's not too bright. I'm not sure. Looks okay. I'm going to darken it though. Okay, so where is the spoonbill? I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in a little while. I haven't seen it since I started up the broadcast. Oops. Looking around now and dealing with things. This is in many ways how it was last Wednesday. Lots of activity, lots of variety. You heard the Sandhill Cranes just now. I'm not sure who's vocalizing or where. The sound is getting close, but I don't see anything with the naked eye. Number of cranes here, I'm not sure how many, but there are several. And it's not just two, is what I'm saying. Now, unfortunately, I can't give you a wider field of view. This is as narrow as it gets with this particular setup. I'm sorry, this is as wide as it gets because of the nature of these optics. It's you know, they're meant for long-range viewing. Now, last Wednesday I did see the stork, but it was, as I had explained on Saturday, it was getting dark by then, and the views were not good. I was just glad to see it, and I reported that it was, you know, that it was here. I reported it to eBird, and since then it's been seen many times by many people, but it had been like, I think a couple days, or certainly at least more than 24 hours before that, that the prior report had been made. Not sure where the stork, there it is. So, you know, from a distance, and with the naked eye, certainly it's just another, well, actually I can hardly see it with the naked eye, but, you know, with binoculars, it's maybe another egret. I mean, but we can see, obviously, it has a dark head and a longer bill, but those are difficult to see at these distances. Longer, and I'm comparing it, I'm sorry, to the great egrets. So I'm still trying to look around and see if I can find the Roseate Spoonbill, which is also actually relatively difficult to find, because in this light, at these distances, well, really it's the distances, the pink washes right out, and it's harder to discern. I don't know where it is. I mean, for all I know, it's in an area where we can't see it because of vegetation. Oops. Now, it's not always obvious, you know, at least not from here, that the edges of the stork's wings, again, it's a wood stork, have black coloration, or at least very dark. I'm not sure if it's black or not, to be honest with you, but very dark coloration. And, you know, but like right now, you can see a little bit of that black, but very often, and especially from a distance, it just looks like it's essentially a white bird. Heard a song sparrow. You know, we've been to East Road, Knox Marcellus, many times, and you know the distances involved if you've been on the tour with us before. I apologize, these are not the very best views, but I mean that's a function of the distance. There are also wood ducks here, and I mentioned mallards. I'm not sure what other ducks might be here. I'm not sure who those ducks are right there, for instance. It's hard for me to tell. You might be able to tell, but I'm having a hard time. Somehow they look like wood ducks to me, but I really am not sure. There are other people here, and not as many people here now as there were when I arrived, but maybe they've gone on to bigger and better things. I don't know. As I said to the person who pointed out the location of the wood stork to me, I would not mind at all seeing a black-bellied whistling duck. Given these distances, any views we have won't be as good as the one we had of the one that had been on High School Road last year in the region. But again, black-bellied whistling ducks, they're not a species that is normally in New York State either. Did see, I don't know if I showed you, but I have seen, the stork feeding a bit. It looks like it's attempting to find food now as it goes along. And I've seen it, feeding before, but there was so much vegetation and the lighting was so poor, or both, one or the other or both, that it was really difficult to see. This is, it's much more obviously out in the open now, and we're able to see it, and so this is wonderful. So while you're looking at that, let me look around again with binoculars, but these distances are long, so I don't see right off the bat, I do not see the spoonbill. I had a good look at it last week, as it moved around, and it was feeding last week, but I wouldn't mind showing it to you today. Could be that I have a tree in my way, I'm not sure. Just heard a Caspian tern again. They're vocalizing. I'll look at something else for a moment. Hold on. Obviously the great egrets really do stand out with that bright white. I believe they're American black ducks too. I'm hearing a killdeer at the moment. I think I just heard a purple martin. I was asked by the person who pointed out where the stork was, what do I think about these birds being here? And I said basically what I said to you on Saturday. I'm glad to see them, but I want them to leave for their own sake. I want them to leave. Seeing tree swallows fly around. There may be other swallows here as well. In fact, I bet that there are. I don't know where that spoonbill is. There is a decent chance that the spoonbill is not in my view because of trees that are closer to us. Or maybe it just simply moved to an area completely, very far away from where I had originally seen it. Looks like another black-crowned night heron and another one. I'll tell you, we were here on Saturday, and I don't know if we saw any black-crowned night herons. We might have seen one, maybe. But last week and the week before, and they've been really here quite a bit in the evenings. There's some children here, and one of them just made a sound. It sounded a lot like, at least to my ears, it sounded a lot like a green heron, but it wasn't. I may have just heard a common yellowthroat. Where's the stork? Not sure where the stork is. You hear that? Yeah, yeah. That's the, those are the Caspian terns. Oh, I just heard an American goldfinch. It's near here somewhere. I seem to have lost the stork. Yeah, I lost track of it. Where did it go? I can look at the great blue heron and black-crowned night herons while I look for the stork. See a barn swallow. I've lost track of the stork. Do you know where it is? Do you still see it? Oh, is it really? The stork had continued. The noises you're hearing are children playing with balloons, I believe. Okay, I wanna. Can't say I'm thrilled with the balloon noise. They're just playing. I think their parents are watching the birds, but they're just playing because they're not interested. They don't know what they're missing. So the person who told me about the stork, she said a few moments ago that the spoonbill's way over to the left and likely out of our view, so I don't know what's going on with that. Pardon me? The stork? Let's move, everybody. Oh, hold on 1 second. The grass is a little tall here.
I'm thinking of moving up a little bit so I can observe this spoonbill again. Yeah, if you look over there, there's a red flag.
Okay, let me find the red flag.
So from where it was earlier, it would be...
Oh, I see the red flag.
Okay, yeah.
Where the red flag is?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Two birds on the shore. One is a egret, and then the stork is the other one.
Okay, thank you. Well, I can only find the red flag with my scope.
They had not seen the duck yet.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. No one's reported it all day as far as I know. Do you know if they can see the spoonbill from like the observation area?
Where I was standing up there.
Oh, you could?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can't from here. Oh, it must be. Is it closer?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's worth.
Probably a good spot for a photograph.
I think that's a good idea.
I think I'll move up
Yeah,
just a little. I don't want to.
I'm going to do that.
I'll move up a little.
You don't want to what? Crowd them too much?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I mean, it's one thing if you're packed together, but
Maybe what I could do is go beyond that.
that's what I'm going to try. Pardon me? Oh, I'm walking it. By the time I get everything in the car and then back out of the car, it's easier to walk. Welcome to East Road, everybody. Hold on, does that look nice? Cornfield. Too bright. Don't even know if you're all with me still. But I'd love to see the spoonbill in not punishing light, you know, nice light. And if it's a little closer, so much the better. I should check to see if you're still with me. You know what, I want to stop here and just take a quick look and also to see if you're still with me. I want to see if I can see the spoonbill from here or not. Hold on. I don't see it with binoculars anyway. Don't see it with binoculars, not yet. I think the light is getting just slightly better, actually. It's actually easier to see through my scope than it is through, you know, with my camera, but hold on, I gotta look in the right place for the stork. think I know where the stork is, if it has moved. Okay, you can look at the stork, and I'll keep looking for the... hold on 1 second. I'll keep looking for the spoonbill. I do not see the spoonbill from here. Not with binoculars anyway. I don't know where it is. Looking with binoculars, I don't see it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Do you know where it is?
I haven't seen it. I'm just wondering. I don't know. Because I wasn't that much further over, and it was right in close.
Okay, well maybe you have to, maybe.
It's even more.
Yeah, it could be. There are areas that are very difficult to see from here. You really have to be closer to the actual observation area to see them. So I'm gonna keep walking. All right, everybody, let's walk. There's like I'm not going to say it's an inlet, but there's an area where the water comes closer, and you can't see it from all areas. You really have to be right behind it. Spoonbill in view?
It was down here with the egret.
Oh, it was? Okay.
What was? Oh, the spoonbill? Wow. Oh. Dang.
They like you.
No, I sprayed.
They don't eat much. My uncle used to say that.
They don't eat much? Yeah, but they leave marks.
Believe me, I know. I'm
Well, that's a cat mark, right?
fully annoyed.
Not even my cat.
I don't have a cat.
The little thing that the schoolboys had one school we visited. If you think you're too small to make a difference, think about a mosquito in their bedroom.
There you go.
That's right.
This is a foot slow again. Down low to the right. Going. Where are you?
What are you looking for?
On the right. Right down here. Almost in front of us. Coming towards it. Going right.
What is it?
Cliff swallow.
Got him.
Very low over the field.
Yeah.
Coming towards us. Coming left, even closer. Very low. Up a little bit.
Cliff swallow?
Cliff swallow, yeah.
I don't know if I ever even heard of a cliff swallow, let alone have I identified one.
It's got a square tail, it's got a peach-colored rump, and broad wings, and a dark throat.
Cool.
Very underside. But the thing that's most distinctive is the light-colored rump.
Yeah, that's
Sort of pale, really pale orange.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's even longer, better view.
I learn something new and then forget it every day.
Well, that's what
That's the great thing
learning
about
is about.
getting older. It all seems new again.
Boy, look at all those barn swallows. Okay. Totally.
Take care, Dave. Thank you.
Good night.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Mike.
Good seeing you.
Good seeing you. See you the next time.
Yeah.
You didn't see the spoonbill, did you?
Not yet. But I'm going to try for the duck again.
Okay.
I'm watching the wood store earlier. I was trying to lost track of the spoonbill.
Right, same here.
At least I saw it. Able to observe it feeding.
They're whistling back this morning. You were from East Coast this morning, so there's that messy pump all the way back in there. What else you did there? Early for better time now, but Thunder, it's not here. Come on.
Shoot. Sorry about that. I had it, and I just didn't realize I had my camera strap around my neck. And I moved it when I moved back. Let's look for there's a stork right underneath that red flag.
Yeah, they picked it up. We were on the deck bar, and they picked it up and played. I heard it was playing. They picked it up and it was
You see the spoonbill?
Yeah.
Straight out with the, okay, thank you. Oh, there it is. Hiding in plain sight. It's in front of the egrets and mallards there.
Oh, you mean the whistling duck? Spoonbill. Yeah, I'm not. On the far side, maybe. Straight out, I think some coverage in the back. The water puddles. That line, that French line is pretty good. Yep. We've got the rear side of them. Oh, yep.
I'm checking to see if everyone's with me still.
Side to side. Like it? Yeah.
Okay, everybody, so we're looking at a roseate spoonbill at the moment. And behind it there are great egrets, a few great blue herons, and I'm going to make an adjustment here. Mallards. You can see that against the, in comparison to the great egrets, that pink does stand out, but this is a juvenile. So my understanding is they're not quite as deep a pink as the adults would be. And if you're just joining us, we've also been watching extensively a wood stork. And we've even seen a cliff swallow. Although I didn't show it to you. Sorry. You can see the spoonbill is a fair amount smaller overall, and the legs are certainly shorter than those of the great egrets. Oops, sorry. While you're looking at that, I'll check on the stork. I believe the stork is still there. Let's take a look at it. Starting to get a little dark now. Given the distance and everything, and we've got some heat shimmer involved, the view isn't perfect, but we'll take it.
Somebody trying to sell my brother car insurance the other day. He says, I actually don't drive a car. He says, you don't drive a car? He says, no, I drive horse and buggy.
So I see just saw a tree swallow. We've seen, or I saw the cliff swallow briefly, and I've seen barn swallows. Looking at a wood stork right now, a rarity for New York State, and as is the Roseate Spoonbill.
planning on getting some, I said, no. He says, well, if you do, we could get you better rates. Man.
And the mosquitoes are starting to come out, I think. Hearing mallards. We should look and see, distantly, of course, some of the black-crowned night herons. Let's look around a little bit. As I said earlier, you know, here in the evenings anyway, it seems like the black-crowned night herons really do come out. That might be one there at center screen. But there's one right there. The mosquitoes?
Yeah. As soon as it starts to get dark.
Yeah, you head for the hills. It's like they want you out of here.
Nice to see everybody.
Take care. So there are several black-crowned night herons here. Just as I'm looking through, there are 3 of them we've seen, and I'm sure there are more. And as I said earlier, it's been my experience these last few weeks. I've come here and seen numerous black-crowned night herons.
That wasn't very great, but I go. And later, when the wood stork showed up, I came up.
See, there are a couple in the trees there, which I may have shown you before.
Down 89, stopped on the bridge, looked over.
There's another one there. So we've seen at least 5 of them. There's another one there.
It's amazing how many people come here for Spoonbill and stork and stuff, and eventually what else they're looking at. Oh yeah, from all over the place. Right? A couple from Long Island was up there the other day.
Mosquitoes are coming at me.
I doubt it.
That heron seems particularly dark, but I think it's great blue heron. Just seems a little darker than, maybe it's the lighting. It seems darker than usual. Hearing purple martins, I believe. There's the spoonbill.
Alright, I think we're winding down, Robin.
Whatever.
Solstice.
Maybe.
First.
Yeah. I called them today to make sure they knew.
Let's look at some of the other egrets and, well,
Cool, what's her name? Martha. Mayor, yes, I can.
Yeah, I've gone on a few trips with them, but she said they make fight.
Right, yeah.
peaceful here tonight, really. I mean, just nice activity out there with the birds.
I'm afraid a lot of people are just not going to be able to make it.
Why?
25-person limit. Yeah.
I'm going to walk a little ways over. Oh shoot, I hope I didn't do that. There were a lot of swallows. I wanted to show them to you. Well, they took off and now looks like they're returning to the wire. Like I said, it's peaceful here. Clouds, you know, it's not a very, very clear sky from what I can see from here. And there is some cloud cover. Okay, let me just make adjustments here. We're going to get eaten alive here by the mosquitoes, I fear. So there's the spoonbill. Hold on, I've got things are not level for some holding steady quite like I want them. Adjustment or two. There we go. So with this group of egrets, we've been seeing the Roseate Spoonbill, and there it is. And let me check for the stork. One moment. Good luck. Thank you. Uh-oh, there's the stork call. Hold on. I believe I see the stork, and it's no longer where it had been. There you are. I'm going to close up pretty soon because, you know, it's a school night. And seriously, you may have overheard that one gentleman talking about the mosquitoes. It's been my experience the last couple weeks, 3 weeks actually, that once it turns dark, those mosquitoes, they just go crazy. And they start to swarm you up here on the road. And it's been like, almost like a run for your life type thing. But I wasn't going to broadcast tonight, and I was just going to record on my own, and I was doing that, and I was using a different camera than this one, And but I liked the views enough. I thought, you know what, I think some people might appreciate a view like I'm getting, so I decided to start things up. I'm going to put some more bug spray on if I can, but the stork keeps moving. Not giving me a chance. I'm very glad to have seen it. You know, I have seen it the last couple weeks, but not well. And granted, I'd still like a close-up, but you know, this could be a lot worse. It's interesting how it does that with its wing. Both wings, you know, periodically it'll stop, and it's like it does. I wonder why it does that with its wing. I have no idea. It extends it a bit. Did you see the black-crowned night heron walk away? You know, I haven't really given you the best view necessarily of all this just tonight, because, you know, we're looking through this scope, which only provides essentially a narrow view, rather than, for instance, I'm looking around right now with my own eyes, and I see, you know, most of, within, you know, without even moving my eyes, most of the marsh. And a nice wide field of view, but so you see in the foreground there's a great blue heron, and we have the stork that we're looking primarily at, and then there's looks like a young black-crowned night heron there in the path of the stork, assuming and I think that may have been another one that flew through. Many, some geese coming in, Canada geese, many swallows of various sorts are here tonight. I believe I've heard also a purple martin or two. Oh, I just heard Sandhill Cranes. I don't know, I've shown you some of the cranes, I believe. Unfortunately, there's that machinery in the distance. I don't know if it's farming equipment or something making noise, but otherwise it would be pretty peaceful here. You can see there's a black-crowned night heron up above the stork and to the left a little bit, and of course there's a great blue heron. Still hearing the Caspian terns vocalize, and closer to home we're hearing some of the various swallows. Oops. The swallows are making use of the various power lines or communication lines that are here, and they're not flying all the way down. At least I can't see them doing so, flying all the way down to where the water is. They're flying, you know, just in the above the nearby grasses, collecting, I guess they're, you know, looking for bugs there. I wish I could show them to you, but again, I'm not I'm not on a setup that really is conducive for watching smaller birds that are nearby. So I'm not sure if you're enjoying this or not, but I am. Was it worth it? Definitely have the best view I've yet had of the stork, and quite honestly, that's why I'm here. It's a black-crowned night-heron adult, by the looks of it, that just flew in. Judging by what I had seen on eBird in terms of where people were saying the stork was, I thought, it sounds like it might be out in the open. Maybe I could get a look. I think I just heard a wood thrush. Yes, definitely heard a wood thrush from the woods that are to my left. It's starting to get dark now for this type of viewing. Earlier, I had a view comparable to this, but with better, I would say better light overall. And, it was easier to see a little bit, not very, very well, but see the stork's eye. I heard the cranes vocalizing, Sandhill Cranes, and all of a sudden that stopped. What is that? I guess it's a duck. Might be an American black duck. But for a moment I thought it might be something else, like a wading bird of some sort, but is it even a duck? Or is it just some mud? No, it's a duck. It's moving. The wood thrush is calling, or at least one wood thrush, maybe more than one, is calling regularly now, singing. And there's the spoonbill. What I was, getting at when speaking about what I'm looking through and everything, it's not an ideal setup for giving you a view of everything that's here. And wow, I just realized that most of the swallows have left the wires. It could be because there's been a car moving, but I don't see them. It doesn't look like they're just flying away and flying back, so maybe they're going elsewhere. I think I see the stork. hear those, I guess it's swallows that I'm hearing now. They are swallows, I should say. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get my bearings here. There's the stork again. Quite honestly, I've been, I've come here a few times on weeknights in recent weeks, and coming here with this kind of activity makes me think, boy, maybe I should, it would be nice to be here on a, late in the day on a Saturday, but there are reasons why I come here earlier in the day. But this type of activity is just nice to see. I love the black-crowned night herons. You see that one there on the left. We've had, there's another one that just came in. They both look like juveniles, I believe. It's getting dark, so I can't, and they're distant, so I can't really show them to you very well. But it's nice to, to see them. And I think it's almost time for me to get going here. As I said, it's getting late, and now I'm the only one here. The last remaining, I'm the last one remaining, but the second to last is leaving. I mean, I haven't really looked at other, the ducks very well with you. It's been mostly mallards. I don't know, and maybe some wood ducks, but, I don't believe anyone has seen, at least not up here since I arrived, no one has seen the black-bellied whistling ducks that had been reported, earlier in the week. So I can recognize, I'm not an expert on swallows certainly, but I recognize tree swallows in there. There's a barn swallow. I'm not even sure where I'm pointing, to be honest with you, but I just happen to notice that I can, you know, get a lot of these swallows on camera right now. You know, I've never seen this sort of thing before. Maybe I don't know if this is how they roost. I have no idea, or at least how they roost here. But you know, it just reminds me of what I've been saying on the, you know, on the regular tour days, that, you know, bird watching can be just a very enriching experience. And you see something like this, like for me, this is new, and it's interesting to see. Look at all these birds. I don't know if they're all young birds. I don't necessarily believe so. And look how so many of them are there, and they're flapping their wings rapidly for whatever reason. Let me check to make sure things aren't so bright that I'm going to darken it just a bit. Okay. I hear the cranes. I'm leaving things here pointed at the swallows. Many are flying now away and behind me. Okay, the cranes, in terms of noise, settled down. I don't know if they're going to leave or... Okay, let's look out in some of these other areas here before we... it looks like a lot of the swallows are now leaving. They're just like, I don't know where they're going, but they're heading to our right in general, and behind us. This is not, well, okay, let's look down. Oh, I wasn't recording? Oh, shoot. So I missed this. I wasn't recording for the swallows. I would have liked that, I think. Maybe not. There were some people who were here strictly, or at least it sounded like all they were really concerned with was seeing and identifying shorebirds, for instance. And you know, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But that's not my thing. Only because I don't know the shorebirds that well. And you know, I was hoping to see the spoonbill and see the wood stork. And we've seen both tonight, so I feel good about that. So as I said, and as you can see, there are several Sandhill Cranes here tonight. Just looking over all the great egrets that are here. Maybe we'll catch sight again of the spoonbill. This battery happens to be running low, so I think you know, if and when it goes out, we're gonna close up no matter what. Not sure where the spoonbill is. I may have passed right over it because, you know, as it gets dark, I mean, it's harder and harder to distinguish it. from, maybe from the egrets. But as I'm passing through these areas, you can see we have great egrets, we have great blue herons, we've seen the Sandhill Cranes, a lot of those birds of that general form factor, the longer neck and leading down to a body and maybe some long legs. I'm hearing a sound from down there. I'm not sure what that is. I think I'm hearing a lot of swallows. I don't know if they're just flying above me or where I'm hearing them from. There's the stork. Look at all those black-crowned night herons. I mean, they've been all over the place tonight. Some have taken off, some I thought were going to fly in, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, I see it. The Roseate Spoonbill is there, behind those great egrets. This has been just a pleasure. I've enjoyed this very, very much. I'm not identifying all these shorebirds, sorry, but just to see all this bird activity. It's peaceful here tonight, other than that machinery in the distance. Lots of birds here, nice variety. It's really wonderful. I mean, maybe it's our timing, my fault, I guess. I do accept responsibility, but we don't usually see this kind of activity when we're here, maybe on a Saturday, for instance. So we'll say goodnight to the stork, the Roseate Spoonbill. Good night, Spoonbill. We, of course, wish, all the birds good luck, but we certainly wish good luck to the ones that are visitors from well out of the area, such as the Roseate Spoonbill and the wood stork. Let's see if we can find the stork again. I'm hearing, in the air. Hold on. Don't know if I can show you or not, but it's not showing you well, but many swallows in the air. Not in a concentrated flock or anything, but just in flight, scattered throughout my view of the sky. And there's the stork again, the wood stork. Again, another visitor from well out of the area. Really shouldn't be up here in New York State. Starting to get really dark now, so I mean, I'm having a hard time showing you well at all. I wish I had, I don't know, the kind of light I would want, but These are a little grainy. Car coming, so don't know if they're birders or just driving through. Birders this hour? Yeah, I mean, a couple weeks ago there were people who showed up and they were birders, and it was really too dark to see the stork, but oh, they're going to the observation area by the looks of things. Sorry. Again, this is not my ideal setup for watching birds in flight. Could be worse though. And I did hear a common yellowthroat just now. Okay, mosquitoes have found me. They know I'm here. I think it's time for me to pack up and head home. Everybody, I hope you've enjoyed things tonight. More geese coming in. I'm about to pack up, but I'm going to look at those geese if I can. I know we've seen geese before, but you know, I'm crazy. The battery's about dead in this camera, so that's telling me something. Just heard that yellowthroat again. Okay, everybody, time for me to pack up and head home. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. We'll say goodnight to Mr. Stork. I say Mr., I don't know. I have no idea. So we'll say goodnight. Good night, Wood Stork. Be safe, be careful. Take care. And let's see if maybe we can find, although we did say goodnight to the spoonbill, Roseate Spoonbill. Don't know if I'll find it again or not. It's a little bit hard to find. There it is. Good night, Roseate Spoonbill. Behind the egrets. Everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have, like I said. But it's time for me to pack up and head home. We will see you all next time, whenever that is. Until then, have a very good night. And take care, everybody. Bye-bye.